50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 3 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Commentors from Kazkaban. Year 4 or 5 of Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike, Sam Gullip. We both return after
back.
A 2-month break.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Oh, happy the fireworks are going off. Should we kiss?
Maybe, just to break the tension.
But happy New Year, everyone.
It's good to have you back by my side, man. I missed you.
Apology. We've had a bit of a hiatus, a bit of a summer holiday.
Well, let's first say the live show was fantastic.
Thank you, everyone who came out to the live show.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so many great people.
Mid-December 15,
yeah.
We did an amazing live Harry Potter and the Boys podcast.
2 months ago to the day that we're recording. That was the live show. So it has been a long time.
It's taken a long time to recover.
Yeah.
There were a few drinks consumed afterwards, actually.
Yeah, and a lot of first of all, again, shout out to Bella, who printed out a Derek is a disgrace to a wizard shirt or embroidered it herself. And thank you so much to everyone who got around the show. It was so much fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So fun. I'm trying to remember what else happened that night. You had some seamless. When I was doing some. Oh my God! I've just remembered when when we're both up there and I'm making some gags or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I was on stage with someone with a bit more tact, you would have been like, "All right, good stuff, Sammy. Anything else you want to share?" And I'd be like, "No, let's get into it." Whereas then I was making a joke, and then you've just gone, "So, are you done?" Into the microphone. Are you done with your little jokes?
Comedy thing. Do
I
you
was
remember,
like, Mikey.
Sorry, do you remember when you were told by, I will not name this person, but a powerful person in the media industry told you, leave the comedy at home?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I do remember that.
Good times.
And I'm glad I'm not doing that
job.
role and that job anymore. Although I think they were giving away Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, there you go. Maybe you should do it.
Yeah, should have done it.
Anyway.
Because Taylor Swift being in town has nothing to do with the podcast, but...
No, but Sam is going to Taylor Swift. Patreons would have heard us singing some Taylor Swift and then talking about Taylor Swift.
That's right.
In the Patreon 5-minute bonus intro.
I always just think, I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not a manifester.
Yeah.
But
you're a woman fester?
That's it. Women are festy, aren't they? No. Uncle Fester is one of my favourite characters. No, but I just feel like I'm like when my girlfriend's, oh my God, Taylor Swift's coming, now she's here. I'm always like, I just feel like I might just meet her.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe we'll just meet her on the street. Mel's like, no, but what do you mean? I was like, but what if I might. What if we'll meet her?
That's the thing. Like I was saying this to Claire about Blink-182, right? And they're obviously less famous than Taylor. She's the most famous person in the world, right? I said to Claire, like, surely they're in Melbourne for 3 nights. They must leave the hotel and go for a walk or something. They're surely not just cooped up in the hotel. And when they were in Perth, a guy in the Blink-182 Reddit was like, hey, I just bumped into Mark down by the river and I talked to him for like 10 minutes, right? Because Mark from Blink was posting photos in Perth of like where he was on his Insta story, right? I was like, great, he'll do that here. Realised when they got to Melbourne, they must have learned not to do that because they didn't post anything from outdoors. Yeah. But I mean, she must... I guess Taylor's different. She'll be swamped with security and have people around her and stuff.
She got into Melbourne Airport at 1 a.m.
I did hear that.
And there were people
waiting.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But are you getting a call from Mel?
Yeah, I am.
Pick it up? Pick it up. Just pick it up. Put it on speaker.
No.
Why is Mel's emoji a tornado? Is there a story behind that? You've got Mel and then tornado emoji.
She won't like me. It's not to do with anything that's happened. It was like it's a thing from her family of like
Mel's a tornado.
it was like from when when you're a teenager and they and they now it's weirder if I don't say it, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I think we can gather.
No, it was just like she'd be like getting ready and her middle name's Louise and they'd call her Cyclone Louie.
Oh, really?
Like you can tell she's rushing around. She's late. She's getting ready.
Yeah, right.
So.
I love that. Cool.
Anyway, that's private.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing.
No one tell her about it.
Well, it has been, like I said, a long time between goblets.
Yeah.
Long time between butterbeers.
Yes.
And I do have one Harry Potter tidbit that I was thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
Over the weekend, I was going to say, over the 2 months off.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, we did bump into each other twice over the period away.
What do you mean?
I bumped into you at
Coles. Yeah, but we've also organised to see each other. But we have bumped into. Yeah, that is funny. We've bumped into each other randomly as well, haven't we?
I bumped into you on the street the other day with having coffee with a different comedian.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, Sam's out. He's got a better podcast offer."
I just knew you'd think something like that.
You had a scrapbook with all these ideas, and it looked like you were pitching them to Ash Williams, another Australian comedian. I was like, "Oh, Sam's like bringing all these ideas to another show."
No. I knew you'd think. Anyway, we've said this privately, but it was funny that we were walking past, and you obviously were kind of behind me as you walked past this table.
Yeah,
and you don't know Ash very well, but you've met, but.
So this is the thing. I know who Ash Williams is because, he's a known comedian, right? I see him a lot on Swan Street, and I'm always like, oh, maybe I should say hi, but I just sort of nod at him.
Yeah.
So I think he sees me a lot and thinks, oh, this guy must just know me from Instagram or some shit, right?
Yes, but you kind of nodded at him from my perspective. You'd seen me, obviously, but I hadn't seen you. But you'd almost walked completely past me without saying anything.
Yeah, because I didn't want to interrupt your day.
And then only when Ash said, "How are you, mate?" to you, as a bit of like, "Oh yeah, how are you, mate?" And I turned around to say who it was, and I was like, "Oh, it's my friend Mike."
Yeah. I just didn't want to interrupt in case you were like, "Hey, Ash Williams, I've got this great podcast idea, this Harry Potter podcast."
If you see me on the street, Mike,
yeah,
and anyone,
and listeners,
yeah. Well, speaking of which, Kyle saw me in the exact same spot. Shout out to Kyle.
G'day, Kyle. Did he say hi?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so he said hi, you didn't.
Cool. Sorry, man.
Anyway,
here's my tidbit. So I was just thinking, and, people might say that, you know how Dumbledore had James Potter's invisibility cloak?
Yeah.
Yeah. I accept that, okay? But I just wanted to say, when Harry Potter's parents were going into hiding from Voldemort, did they not think it would be a good idea to have the invisibility cloak when they knew a mass murderer was after them? Because if they had the cloak, I'm sure they could just go into the forest in a tent, put the cloak over them, no one would ever find them. But instead, they decide to hang out in their house, and Voldemort just goes there and tries to
When did they give the cloak to Dumbledore? Oh, because Dumbledore was out going look. Dumbledore asked to borrow it to
look for the Deathly Hallows
to see if it was a
but don't you think James was like, hey, Dumbledore,
another time? I know you've got your little project, your little research project.
We've got a serial killer after us. I would love to wrap Harry up in the invisibility cloak. Then it would be impossible for him to be found, and then we'd all be safe.
Lily would have when Lily would have just grabbed Harry, wrapped him in the cloak, put him in the cupboard.
Yeah. All right.
Baby.
Hey, Voldemort. No, there's no baby around here.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess the baby would eventually cry, revealing its location. But maybe you could do a silencing charm. Why all this sacrificing love charm? Just silencing charm and invisibility cloak. Really easy stuff, Lily.
So I guess it is, but it is mainly Dumbledore's fault. Mate, read the room.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I don't know, James. I really want to see if this is a Deathly Hallow. Yeah, but we have a serial killer after our infant child.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might be a Deathly Hallow.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you've just installed a panic room, but can I use your panic room for a while?
Yeah.
Or
Oh man, good Harry Potter content.
Yeah. I think I had some other stuff.
Oh,
that wasn't. No, that was. I was just going to say that the reason we'd been away for 2 months is because we big announcement. Mike and I, we've been away filming. We've been cast in the new Harry Potter TV show.
Oh yeah.
So that's why we've been away.
What
We're
do you
actually
think
big
of the
superstars
new
now.
TV show? It's not out yet.
Well, it's not out yet, is it? And we can't reveal much contractual.
Yeah, because we
Actually,
that's
signed
true.
NDAs.
No, I'll tell you, I did see one thing that I found confusing. I saw this news story that was like a bunch of different writers were pitching ideas for the new Harry Potter TV series. And I read that and I was like, what do you mean they're pitching ideas? Isn't it just a retail, like the ideas are already there. It's a book series. It's like, why, like people are like, oh, maybe then Harry does this. No, we already know what Harry does because there's books about it.
That's
Like,
true.
I
Now
didn't
they're just
understand it.
What if we do this part of the book? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But like, do you need a whole team of writers to pitch that?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they were pitching like direct.
Maybe we should be pitching things.
We should be pitching stuff. Yeah, I've got a few ideas.
Yeah, I think we should do more like, maybe they do like more, sexual scenes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know, like
Softcore porn or just like
just Cho and Harry
going at it, showing at it?
showing at it.
Yeah.
No. What's not? Well, maybe some more like little side stories that we never.
Yeah.
Are things they allude to? Oh, there'll be
stuff that wasn't.
Oh,
in the movies.
they'll definitely go down to the freaking house elves.
Oh yeah, do the spew stuff.
Yeah.
Bloody.
I also, this is fun. My mate was cleaning out, or his mum was cleaning out his old, I don't know, room.
Yeah.
And found a box of all these old K-Zones.
Oh, K-Zone. K-Zone was like a kids magazine. I
Yeah.
think it was Kids Zone. K-Zone, Kids Zone.
And here's the front cover of
Wow.
this. It must have been from. It's Harry Potter, but it's not Daniel Radcliffe.
It's like is this pre the movies?
I think it is.
Because it's like an illustration of Harry Potter that doesn't look at all
the
like
scars in the
Daniel
middle.
Radcliffe.
The scars in the middle of his face.
It's weird.
So it's K's on the magazine for kids. Oh, cool Shrek poster in that one too.
Shrek poster. What does it say? Harry Potter.
More Harry Potter trivia. Plus, enter the Harry Potter lookalike comp.
Oh, maybe that's how Daniel Radcliffe got the job. He
read
bought a
K-Zone.
K-Zone and submitted a photo of himself.
There's also in here is hot new video consoles, games, and cheats.
Video consoles?
Maybe.
Do they mean video game
Yeah,
consoles?
mate. Yeah, they
that's
did. And then,
so funny.
And then when you have to do cheat, you couldn't look up the cheats on Google or anything.
True.
So you'd be like, oh yeah, press down, left.
Yeah, I
square,
remember in
circle,
Tony
triangle.
Hawk's Pro Skater, you'd do left up, square circle, and you'd get infinite or moon physics, and you could stay in the air for way longer and just do heaps of tricks.
I remember that.
And then you could do a cheat that was like perfect balance. So when you're grinding,
That was good.
That was good because
That was great because grinding is hard.
made the game easy, and it
Yeah.
was more fun when it
Yeah.
was easy. And then you could get scores that were like 10 million, and you'd brag to your friends about it.
That was so good.
I
I've
love
now
Tony
realised
Hawk.
it must be because then the copy below says free AFL Team 2001 game card.
Wow,
So
what a
2001
relic.
and Harry Potter movie came out late 2001.
December, Christmas 2001, yeah. So it must have, that's great.
That was the biggest thing to happen in
So
2001.
interesting. Like Daniel Radcliffe was unknown, so they've just drawn
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Isn't that cool?
Kind of looks like an anime sort
Oh,
of
there's
Harry
a little.
Potter.
What's that? Another little.
That's another, maybe that's Neville. Well, there you go. August 2001, $3.70. You could never sell a magazine for $3.70 now. They're like $20.
Especially you've got some. Especially it's got cheat codes in there.
Yeah. Oh, what are they worth? All right. Should
Anyway,
we get into the
K-Zone.
double F?
Yeah, I guess
You ready
so.
for the double F? So, if you remember, we left off at the live show at chapter 30, which was the poker night, Hogwarts poker night.
Yeah,
And,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
yeah, everyone was
so
drunk
this is what we read. Oh my god, yeah,
it's
at
a
the
long
live
time
show.
ago. So I guess we pick up after the poker night with chapter 31. The people are probably
Is this a
dying.
new iPad?
No, that's the same iPad.
Okay.
Same old iPad. And Sam, on this podcast, we always start by reading the title of the chapter. So
Should we do that again tonight?
Probably.
Today?
Yeah. Well, it's daytime, so
Well,
we'll
you
do
could
it
be-
today.
You could be reading it at night time. You could be listening to this at night time.
Well, we're reading it. Yeah, true. Well, whatever. Whenever you're listening, here's the chapter title, which they already know because it is in the title.
I never know though.
yeah.
All right. Chapter 31, The Grave Discovery.
Ooh. I can't remember at the live show, did people do the ooze with us?
I reckon they did.
Yeah. We did,
I
I mean, we can
reckon they
listen back.
did.
We did record it.
We did record it and release it.
And we lost the video.
For fuck's sake.
We've lost the video for both of the live shows, unfortunately.
And it is funny. We've lost the video for both the live shows, and also separately, I lost. Well, I didn't lose, but the video of my stand-up was lost as well.
Oh,
so
there's no record.
There's no
of you
footage
ever-
of me being on stage in the last 3 years. So
even though we've made a lot of effort to get the stuff filmed,
Yeah.
there is no evidence.
actually,
of it.
because then the year before my stand-up, and I got a friend to do it. Well, I got Tim to do it, and
Yeah.
he never gave me the footage. And then a year later, he's like, "Oh, I gave that to you, didn't I?" I was like, "No, you gave me you gave me the first 5 minutes." And he's like, well. So I think he deleted it because he thought he gave it to me already.
You know what this reminds me of that really pissed me off back in the day? You're going to hate this. So back at our high school,
I love hating things.
my brother was in your year at high school, right?
Yeah,
So
I hate him.
cast
shout
your
out to Dan.
mind back to you being in year 12. Was
Yeah.
that 2010? 14 years ago, right?
Don't need to
I'm
out
not
me
going to
like that.
say any names because I know this is not a defamatory thing, but
Okay.
this person is still working in the school industry. They didn't do anything bad. It's a funny story.
Okay.
So
Pell?
no, you know this person though. My brother
Yep.
was applying for summer work for his first year out of school.
Yeah.
And asked this specific teacher who was quite a senior teacher at the school.
Yes.
He asked for a written reference, could you please write me a reference? And no, you know what? It must have been 2011 because my brother wasn't at the school. I was.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
must
yeah,
have been
yeah.
when I was in year 11.
That's still that's good.
And so my brother had emailed this teacher being like, can you do a written reference and give it to my brother? He'll come and get it at school and give it to me. And he was like, yeah, no worries. And my brother said, hey, can you just keep going to this teacher's office and ask for the reference because I really need it to get a job. Every day at school, I went to the office and I said, hey, does this teacher have my brother's reference? No, he hasn't done it yet. Every day for 2 weeks, hadn't done it. Oh my God. And then I just gave up, right?
Yeah.
And then
you going every day. That's a big
right?
impotence.
And then
No, that's not it.
then I think my brother ended up coming to the school and said, hey, do you have my reference? And that teacher said to my brother, oh, I gave it to your brother. And then my brother came home and said to mum, oh, he said he gave it to Michael. And mum's like, you lost it, didn't you? I'm like, no, I fucking went there every day and he didn't give it to me. And now he's fucking lying and making it sound like he gave it to me and I'm the irresponsible one.
I can't believe
he fucking
that.
never gave it to me.
What?
It was so frustrating. And my mum was gaslighting me. And I was like, all I wanted to do was the right thing by my brother.
You
and
went every day.
Yes. For 2 weeks at lunchtime.
That is hilarious. I think
Yeah.
that would have been absolutely shocking to me as a school-going kid. I would have been like, what? This adult is lying to me.
Yes.
Whereas, now that I am older and know friends who are teachers, I can just picture someone going, oh, I can't be doing that fucking reference. You know what? I did it.
Yeah. And it's not my problem.
Because I realize how much I'm as old as any teacher we would have had.
Yeah.
And I still don't give a shit.
But also it's
But that's so dog.
also compared to him, I was so much less believable because I was an irresponsible child who lost stuff and everything. But I was telling the truth and it really annoyed me.
I do hate that.
Yeah.
When people don't believe you the time you tell them. It's boy cried wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy cried reference.
Yeah.
But
The boy who cried didn't
and,
give it to me.
But annoying you had to do it. Your brother, sort your shit out yourself.
Yeah.
And or your mum. As in it actually has nothing to do with you.
No, exactly. I was collateral. I was trying to do a good thing, and I ended up being accused of something I literally didn't do. It was a crazy.
And if the
period.
teacher really did it, he'd be able to either remember it,
He'd
do it
have
again, or
evidence.
email it.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly. Why didn't he just email?
Anyway, sorry.
The grave discovery. I don't even know
How
why
did
I told that.
How did that affect your relationship with your parents and your brother?
Oh, wow. I was like Mel. I was a bit of a tornado. It was Hurricane Mikey.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the grave discovery.
Sorry, we've read the title. The kids hate Neville, Harry said, looking at the cameras that were filming him for an interview.
It's another
back
one of
into that,
these
yeah.
Summer Heights High chapters.
I love it. I walk around the schoolyard and I high five a lot of kids and chat to them, just to get to know the kids a bit. The camera cuts to show Yeah, it's a book. But the camera cuts to show Harry rollerblading around Hogwarts, high-fiving kids.
Very Mr. G.
But there's also a clip where he flashes his dick at one of the students.
No.
Not very Mr. G. Not very Mr. PG, that's for sure. No. And then realizes he's being filmed and quickly puts it away and pretends nothing happened.
Wow, the audacity.
Yep. And you ask the kids questions, you know, as headmaster, you got to be involved and know what the kids are talking about. You got to have your iPod and your PSP.
PSP?
You know.
Did you have a PSP?
No, but we talked recently about a mate of mine at school having a PSP, and I loved that game, and you told me what it was called. It was like
Pursuit Force? The one where you chase it, yeah.
And you like jump off the cars
yeah,
and stuff.
Pursuit
I freaking
Force.
loved that.
You should get it.
I should get a PSP.
I think it's on PS.
Have you got one?
A PSP?
Yeah.
At my parents' place, I've got one. Yeah.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah.
But just to have a PSP lying around you don't even care about.
I remember buying my PSP for $400 from Big W back in the day.
Wow.
And my parents were like, $400 for that? And I was like, you don't get it. This is awesome. This is like the future of gaming right here.
But then hasn't it come all the way around where right now, if someone said $400 for the PSP, you'd be like, $400 for that?
Yeah, I would say exactly that. Like I'd probably, if I really wanted a PSP, I'd probably pay max $20 from like cash converters or something.
I reckon I've got my PS1 still at mum's.
You could probably sell
box. Oh, but I want it.
Oh, do you play it?
I guess not, but it's in like a special box.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, I love that, man. Anyway, PSP.
Okay. You gotta have your iPod and your PSP and show them, you're just like them. I thought he was going to say, and show them you know what. Yeah. You got to have your iPod and your PSP and show them, you're just like them. Cut to Harry. He has his iPod in and he is just screaming, singing, "What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's new?" Oh, sorry.
and then he goes up to a student and goes, "What iPod do you guys have?" And all this
in the time of the book, it's like 2060. Yeah. So iPods, I think, were discontinued in like 2014.
That's
so no one has iPods.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And all the students are just like, we don't have an iPod. And Harry goes, "I've got a video iPod, 160 gigabytes. So, lots of storage. Plays videos. I've got every episode of Seinfeld on there. Look."
I actually do remember
that's actually impressive.
Being this age, and I would download off like LimeWire like episodes of The Simpsons and put them on my iPod, and then I'd be on the tram and I'd be like, I'm watching Simpsons on my iPod, and think that was the coolest thing ever.
But as someone who didn't have it, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because was that initially designed just to put like music videos on or something?
Or did they want
I don't know.
I don't know. But it was like, there was really no reason for me to be watching The Simpsons on the tram home from school.
There really wasn't.
No, but I was doing it.
Yeah.
And Harry clearly
it was fun when people did that. Like you'd be with all your schoolmates.
Yeah.
And someone's like, "I'm putting my headphones in and watching this." Like, this is you've got 15 more minutes to talk to your friends.
And then you have to walk home. Yeah.
Anyway. Harry shows the screen of his iPod to the students and navigates to the Seinfeld section and presses play. But porn accidentally starts playing and he quickly gets out of it and looks at the camera weirdly.
Everyone's had that moment. Yeah. Hey, look at it. Accidentally got some leftover porn.
When I was working at the RSL that I worked at, the pub, my alcoholic boss came over and was like, came over one of the bar, me and the other bar staff, Maddie, and he goes, "Oh, Maddie, here. Can you have a look at this?" Opens his phone, porn.
Have we talked about this before?
Yeah, we must have.
I told the story when I worked at Dan Murphy's and the old guy came in to show me a photo of the wine and there was a video of him masturbating.
That is fucked.
And then we just pretended nothing happened. And I was like, yeah, we've got that wine. Yeah.
Yours is weirder than mine. Wow.
Like yours is like awkward, but like he wasn't intending to do that.
Yours is like assault.
But also my guy just forgot that I think he just forgot he had a video of him masturbating the night that he had the bottle of wine.
Yeah. He was like, I want that wine that makes me want to feel myself masturbating. That's the feeling I want. He's like, oh yeah. That wine made me feel really good. Why was that again? Oh yeah. That's how good it was. I want wine that makes you,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay.
So he looks at the camera weirdly. Oh, shit, yeah. Okay.
Back Back to Harry's office shot.
Okay.
All caps. Yeah, you ask them about what teachers are good, which teachers are hot, which teachers are bad. And, you walk around and you just get chatting about Neville and all the kids are just like, we hate him, Mr. P, he sucks.
Mr. P. That's a direct Summer Heights high because Mr. G.
Oh, should I do this more, yeah. And you feel for the kids, you really do.
Yeah. Mr. G has that bit because he has if you've seen Summer Heights High, he's not the head of the drama department. It's some other woman called Meredith.
That's right.
And he's like, you go up to the kids and you say, how do you stand her? And they all say to me, we hate her, Mr. G. She sucks.
We hate him, Mr. P. He sucks.
Yeah, I've just copied that.
And you feel for the kids, you really do. Trapped with Neville in her biology class. These kids don't want to learn about plants. They really don't. They want to be learning about the human body and, oh my God, this is really dancing and ecstasy and cocaine and stuff. But they're in with Neville and his body boring them to death. Oh, Mr. P. Oh, Mr. P. Oh, yeah, that's just one of the things I have with a few of the coolest students, Instead of calling me Professor Potter, a lot of the students just go, hey, Mr. P.
And that's the same as Mr. G because his name is Greg Gregson.
That's right.
He's like, I love some of the cooler teachers as well. Just call me Mr. G. That's just something.
Mr. G.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Summer Heights High, watch it. It's funny.
Cut to Harry rollerblading again. He waves to some Ravenclaw students and goes, hey guys, it's Mr. P. How are you? All of the students simply look confused and have no idea what Mr. P means. Back to Harry's office shot. Oh, Socky. Yeah, Socky's been great. The kids really love him. Really get around Socky. Oh, what? You want to speak to Socky? Oh, yeah, sure. Harry pulls Socky out of the top drawer of his desk, and there is a sticky white substance all over him that looks suspiciously like cum, but Harry insists it's actually condensed milk.
Oh, well, hi, everybody. I'm Socky. What are we learning about today? Where's Neville? Where's Neville? Everybody hates it.
Socky's interrupted, and the camera stops rolling, and we return to the usual writing style of the book.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that was very sudden. Why?
No more documentary crew.
Yeah, it is. It's literally, yeah. The door to Harry's office swung open rudely, and Neville Longbottom walked in Kramer style.
Oh, maybe because of all the Seinfeld they've been watching on the iPod.
He just slams it over. I'm assuming then there's like canned laughter.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
You gotta love Kramer, like
Harry, you want to speak to me?
yeah, just that he met like Michael Richards. I mean, had some problematic moments.
Yes,
but
for sure.
The way he was able to make walking into an apartment, walking through a door funny.
Yeah.
Like he's such a great actor.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not really relevant. Oh, it is because Kramer, know. Anyway.
Harry, you wanted to speak to me? Harry quickly ushered the cameras away and placed Socky into his pocket abruptly. Neville. Neville. How are you? Mate? How are you, buddy? Been doing your little plant thing?
I love the disrespect for herbology.
What are we planting today? Flowers? Oh, yeah, the kids must love you, mate, yeah. I definitely haven't heard anything about the kids hating you or anything.
But also, knowing like what Harry's been saying, like, I don't think any of the kids do hate Neville.
Yeah. So he goes, I definitely haven't heard anything about the kids hating or anything. Harry winked to the cameras, but then remembered they were gone.
That's very Michael Scott.
Whoops,
said Harry.
Sorry. So he goes, said Harry. Look, Neville, here's the thing. I have an important job we've got to do, and you're the best person to help me, okay? I really need your help with something in the Forbidden Forest. I need you to help me dig a grave-shaped hole that's roughly big enough to hold a, how tall are you, Neville? Harry looked inquisily at Neville. So I like grave-shaped hole. That's very funny.
The chapter's called The Grave Discovery, so maybe, but also, is Harry planning on murdering
Neville? Yeah. And
how tall are you? A grave-shaped hole. If someone says to you, hey, I need your help digging a grave-shaped hole that's, how tall are you?
How tall are you?
5 foot. Yeah, that's about the length.
Yeah. That's funny. And I like that word, inquisily. Which a mixture of inquisitively and quizzically.
Yeah, maybe.
that-
Possibly, yeah. Quizzically is a word, yeah.
Yeah. Neville. About 6 foot, said Neville. Yeah, great. I need you to help me dig a grave-shaped hole deep in the forest that's big enough to hold the corpse of a man who's roughly 6 foot, Harry said. And he grabbed Neville and apparated the duo deep into the Forbidden Forest with one shovel. Awkward, Neville. I just realised I only brought one shovel. That's okay. I'll just sit down. You get to work. As Harry sat on the forest floor, Socky fell out of his pocket and lay down next to him.
Okay.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Hogwarts, as a school, has many, many secrets. Some secrets are so deep that not even J.K. Rowling knows about them. Admittedly, she doesn't know about this particular secret because I, the author, made it up. And that would be it would be impossible. But I'd like to think that this secret does exist in the wider Harry Potter universe. What's about to happen in this beautiful, beautiful sexual chapter, not sexual, is completely irrelevant, in all caps, to the events of the rest of the book. Okay. But completely irrelevant to events that will occur in later books of my Harry Potter fan fiction.
Interesting.
So it's a secret to J.K. So, I mean, I guess that's admitting that this isn't maybe part of the official
Canon.
HPU.
Wait, is or isn't?
Or isn't. Well,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe J.K. Rowling can't know everything about Hogwarts, can she?
that's true. Okay, so
She only realized Dumbledore was gay after the books were
that's true.
finished.
So I guess this is a filler chapter then.
It appears to be, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
Which I think we probably could have guessed.
most of the chapters are.
Oh, so true. All right. So buckle up and make of this what you will.
Interesting.
After several hours of digging and Harry taking 3 shits into the grave-shaped hole that Neville was digging because he insisted there was nowhere else to shit, and various deflections from Neville asking, so what's this grave-shaped hole all about? Neville suddenly stopped digging.
Do you remember on camp where you had to dig a hole and shit in it?
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah, I remember some guys went the whole time without doing it.
Did you?
No.
Oh, you did.
I think I went a few days without, but you had to go.
It's tough.
You had
it's
to.
tough. It's demeaning.
Well, that's how they used to live.
That is, yeah.
Some
Anyway.
people still do. Let's get into that. Make poverty history. All right. Because the shovel he was digging with was now making a clink sort of sound, as though it was touching something other than dirt. Whoa. What's this? Ignore it, Neville. Ignore it. Continue digging. Continue. Harry said, watching something on his iPod video and debating a little bit with Socky on his hand again.
Oh, God.
God damn it. Oh, we should also keep a lookout or some shit. Wasn't Clannish Kimjiri and Mr. Charger hiding out in the forest somewhere? I mean, I'm not saying it's definitely happening, but if their hideout was around here, they might be watching everything that's happening. Lucky you, Neville. You might just live another day. What?
So he is planning on
Nothing. Anyway, what are you fussing about?
Wow.
So he was going to kill him.
He was going to kill him, yeah.
The forest was... is that how you spell forest?
No, it's 2 R's there, but it's
been-
supposed to be 1 R.
Yeah, and it's been like the whole chapter / book. So now
Yes.
my brain
That's
is
like the
rewiring.
canon forest,
Yeah. The forest was a foreboding place in which it constantly felt as though anything could be lurking around the corner, watching.
That is foreboding.
Neville pulled something from the dirt and held something up, something shiny, something with several diamonds engraved in it. Harry rushed over and yanked the object out of Neville's hand immediately when he noticed that it had valuable diamonds in it. Whoa, 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 Neville, this needs to be handled delicately. And we all know you're notoriously clumsy.
There's nothing I feel like it's so belittling to say to someone, hey, we all know you're clumsy.
You're pretty clumsy.
Let me take that.
Here, why don't I take care of it? Yeah.
There's nothing worse I would want to be described as than clumsy. Yeah, you're a bit clumsy.
What about cunty? Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
You've said it. we don't edit this show.
Oh, well, there was another time you left us. You left a C-bomb in.
Yeah.
You said you would beep one time.
Yeah, I'm not beeping it.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, everyone. If there are kids at
Sorry,
home.
guys. If you're listening with your kids, that's
Yep.
your problem.
If you're listening with your kids, please skip ahead to right now. And there's a warning. There will be a swear word about 30 seconds ago.
Hey, actually,
So now
that's
it's your
fine.
fault.
I forgot to mention at the Blink-182 show the other night.
Oh, there was a big C-bomb on there, wasn't there?
No, this is unrelated to C-bomb.
Oh.
A guy came up to me after in the like standing area and was like, "Oh, are you Radio Mike?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "I love your stuff, man, especially Potter Puppet Pals." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, man."
Thanks.
I was like,
That's-
"Potter Puppet Pals is a thing." I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. That's not the name of this podcast. But I guess they are pals.
Yeah.
And there is a puppet.
Maybe he just said Potter Pals. I don't know. But
I
either
love the
way, it's
Potter
like-
Pals.
To me, I'm like...
Potter and his
and
pals.
Mad respect to that guy. Thank you. It was great meeting you. But I was also like, how much of a fan can you really be if you don't actually know the name of the show?
Some people I know just like they'll see the clips on the clips you put up and go,
That's
oh,
true.
Yeah, oh, those
Yeah,
are pretty.
Potter
Those are
Pals,
fun.
Potter
They're,
Pals.
they're funny little clips.
Observations?
And I'm
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, have you listened to? Nah, I just seen the clips. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
that is funny.
I just thought it was funny. I thought I'd
That's
bring
fine.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff. So Neville pulled up. So I clumsy. I don't think he's not the worst.
No, it's not. You're right.
What is this thing? Harry examined it, holding it in the opposite hand to Socky. That's smart.
I don't know, Harry.
Socky said from Harry's other hand in Harry's Socky voice. Ah, Socky, you dumbass. You dumbass.
You dumbass.
Harry looked closer. He was holding a scepter of some kind.
Yeah, like the James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that,
a
wasn't there
DVD.
one called Scepter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Bond DVD. Scepter of some kind. It was silver with the jewels enclosed in the top. And as he noticed, had green streaks throughout it. Toward the top, it appeared as though there were stains of blood. Small
it's not
spatters of dark red. And just at the bottom of the top of the scepter,
the bottom of
the
the
bottom of the top, fucking hell, was the small engraved image of a snake with the words Salazar Slytherin written underneath.
Ooh.
And also a small text saying, if lost, please call 9643-6432. Okay, no, it didn't, but that would have been funny. Instead, the author said,
Also,
was that your home phone number?
No. My home phone number was... No, I won't say
Yeah.
it. Because my parents still live there.
Wow.
You can probably find it in the white pages.
Yeah.
Just type in
the yellow
Liberali.
page? White
No,
pages.
yellow's business, isn't it?
Oh, then what's white?
White's residential.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember using the white pages back in the day?
Yeah, every now and then, yeah.
Like you want to call a mate from school, but you don't know their home phone
look 'em
number,
up
so
in
you
the-
look them up in the
Yeah,
white
yeah.
pages. Insane.
Wild.
Insane. But also, Salazar Slytherin written on it. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay, Harry. This looks like a piece of junk, Harry said. But Harry, it looks important, and it clearly belonged to Salazar Slytherin. The only question is, who buried it out here? How long has it been here? Could this be the lost scepter of Slytherin that was written about in many history books?
Well, I'd say almost definitely.
Almost certainly, mate.
If that's a thing, yeah.
It went
interesting.
missing many, many years ago, inexplicably, Neville said.
Explby.
Neville, you're doing it again, mate.
You're doing it again.
You're doing it again. You're getting ahead of yourself. Remember we had that talk about you always getting ahead of yourself? Just be chill, man. Be chill. You're never going to get a girl to show you her boobs if you behave like this.
I still love this idea I had at 13 that like girls are like, I'd only show a guy my boobs if he matches this criteria.
Yeah.
Like,
and like,
it's like,
that's just, and the actors, they just show you.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's like-
oh, that's great.
yeah, it's like you
Awesome.
you hang out with girls like, you know what? You're a cool guy. Here, have a look at
And
my
then
boobs.
you look and you go, wow.
Wow, that's great. Thank you for showing me those.
Thanks. All right, I'll see you later. Yeah.
Just a transactional thing. Like you help a girl out, she's like, thank you so much. Hey, here's my boobs.
Thanks.
Hey, that's fantastic. Thank you.
I also like, because I had to...
Tit for tat.
Tit for... Oh, good, Mike. Really good.
Yeah.
On the iPad we're reading this off, I have to, mid-sentence flick onto the next page.
Yeah.
So, but this one, I just didn't have to hesitate because I just...
Right.
He goes, you're never going to get a girl to show...
And then the page ends.
The page ended. And I could seamlessly... I knew the next words were going to be her boobs.
Yeah.
show you. Yeah, anyway. We've talked about this so many times. You never learn. Enjoy your boobless life. Look, I'll hang on to the scepter for now. In the meantime, as punishment, I want you to lie in the grave you've dug for 3 days. Don't come back to school for 3 days. You got it? I'll get your shifts covered. Don't worry.
I'll get your shifts.
Heck, I'll probably teach your class. How hard can it be with all this plant shit anyway?
That's actually... Are there emergency relief teachers at Hogwarts?
It doesn't seem... Because usually you end up seeing... Like, Snape was teaching Lupin's class.
That's true, actually. Because, like,
So-
at school, when, like, your teacher's away and you just get some random substitute teacher in, you're like, we're doing nothing this class. This is just going to be the easiest class of all time, right?
Yeah.
But at like, I'm just imagining, like, you've got potions with Snape, Snape's sick, and, like, Diggles Johnson is filling in. He's a substitute teacher. He's 22. He's like, just do whatever you want.
yeah.
Listen to iPods, guys.
Listen to your iPods. But yeah, it's weird that this... Because I think in our schools, if someone was away or if there was a couple of teachers away, you'd have someone come in for the entire day.
Yeah,
So you'd
to
have
fill in.
Diggles would be there. What was his name?
Diggles Johnson.
Diggles Johnson. Oh, yeah. So period 1, you'll be teaching Snape's whatever potion class.
Yeah.
And then period 2, you've got,
And often the teacher would leave a little note for the substitute being like, students to continue with this. And the substitute would have no idea. So they'd sort of be like, all right, they've said students continue with chapter 13. Do you guys get that? And everyone be like, yeah.
Or you go, no.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what it says, guys. Come on. Do you need me to get someone to figure it out? Like,
Yeah, no, we've done chapter 13. Yeah.
well,
Okay,
I think you should just revise it, guys. Just revise.
That's when the substitute teachers, they're in the shit. Especially if the teacher was away for a couple of times and they go, chapter 13. You're like, we did that yesterday. They're like, oh, fuck.
No.
I know
I
nothing
have to
about
do-
this class.
Substitute teachers. You love them. You
You
gotta
love 'em.
love them
You
for
gotta
what
love
they
'em.
do.
You gotta love 'em.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you for your service. And
Thank you for your service.
rock, flag, and eagle. Okay. Heck, I'll probably teach you class. How hard can it can be with all this plant shit anyway? All right, Neville, see you in 3 days. Actually, you know what? Make it 4. And really think about what you've done, okay? But Harry, Neville said as he lay down in the grave, what have I done? Also, get naked, said Harry. And Neville got naked. Oh, you've been working out, Neville? Harry said. No, said Neville. Ha! I know, you fat fuck.
Oh, no.
Now stay down there and think about what you've done. Harry responded.
Oh, poor Neville.
You fat fuck.
Oh.
Neville cried every night for the next 3 nights.
Oh, poor Neville.
End of chapter.
End of chapter. That was good. It was good to be back.
Good to be back.
Fun. Like,
I'm glad we started with a little filler chapter.
you know, not to get back right into the action straight away, just something to tide us over.
So basically we had a bit of a Mr. G
Yeah. Mr. G
to
parody.
camera parody. Then we just went into they find the scepter
Slytherin
of
scepter.
Salazar Slytherin, which I'm guessing then will not be mentioned until the next book or the book after.
Interesting. And it was covered in blood, which is another interesting thing.
It is so funny because I feel like in the previous books,
Yes.
you've probably more subtly inserted things that then come back later.
Right.
Whereas this, you've just gone, I'm just going to put in a whole chapter. This is for another book, but I want to make it sound like I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Great
Back to
writing.
the story.
Hey, I forgot. You've got a Comedy Fest show.
Oh, yeah.
We should have plugged it at the top, but we'll
yeah.
keep plugging it. Where is it? What is it? When is it? How is it?
Basically, just Melbourne Comedy Festival. It's called Big Ick Energy.
Love that.
April 2nd to 7th. Maybe some extra shows, but if you buy tickets. So you got to buy tickets to not the extra shows. Maybe I'll release some extra shows.
Yeah, nice. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. So
Cool. And last year was last year was Sam, but different.
That's right, yeah.
And didn't someone try to sue you?
yes. Someone tried to sue me for calling it Sam a Different, which is my name.
Yeah. But what were they? Were they a band or something, or like a magician?
They're a musical duo with not that many followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, enough, but like if they were super famous, they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, to bring it back to
And they changed their name. They used to be called the same name as my show.
Oh.
And they changed their name to something different.
Oh.
But then they still
Something Sam, but different.
they call who cares? It's not defamatory.
No. It's not. No.
No, they're called Sam and Sam.
Oh, okay. That's stupid.
But then they changed their name, but they still have the copyright of this name.
They own the trademark or something.
Anyway, what I was tempted to do,
Yeah.
because when I looked it up. They sent me legal things.
Did they actually send you a legal notice?
Sorry, they threatened me with legal
yeah.
notices, and I had to engage my lawyer.
Do you have a lawyer?
I have friends who are lawyers, so I'll claim it. I'll just claim it. But what I was, because I looked up the copyright, I'm like, oh, okay, they do have the name registered at the moment.
Yeah.
But then I looked up their new name, and it was still pending.
Oh,
So
you
I
were
was going to
just-
change it to Sam and Sam.
Could you just do Sam but different exclamation mark and
That's
make?
like, there's a thing of like it's two, but I changed it to same Sam but different. No,
Yeah,
I actually
right.
did change. No one really noticed,
Yeah, I didn't notice.
and I was like, well, fuck you.
That actually reminds me
yeah.
of do you know that Blink 182 they were originally just called Blink. Then an Irish band called Blink were like, "Hey, we're Blink. You have to change your name." And then they were like, "All right, we'll just be Blink 182." That's how they became.
Like as a
Blink
joke of like there are so many.
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
Wow, that's good.
that's how they became.
like when you have to do a password, and you're like, or
pretty
your
much
username.
like Blink 182 exclamation mark.
yeah, you're like, oh, Michael Liberale, 1, Michael Liberale 2. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Michael is 78.
Yeah, exactly. And they are now the Irish Blink band. Like they haven't released music in a very long time.
Oh, wow.
Awkward.
Just one more thing on my story.
Yeah.
I thought I'm never going to see these guys again.
Oh yes.
because they're not that popular.
Yeah.
Anyway, I later in the year go to the footy to watch my beloved Carlton playing in a final.
Yeah, really hot picks for this season.
Yeah,
They're good.
Anyway, they go, and now to sing the national anthem, Sam and Sam.
No.
And so they didn't say Sam and Sam, but different. Sam and Sam. I was like, you're fucking joking.
When,
And then,
was this?
this was end of last year.
They were singing the national anthem.
Bum, 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 ba-da. And everyone stands the national anthem. I was like, I'm not standing for these guys.
Wow.
I took a knee.
Took a knee.
Took a knee. And people were like, wow, he's really making a statement. Kneeling in the national anthem. Because I stood for the acknowledgement of the country, and then I was
National Samtham.
like, I'm not fucking singing with these guys.
That's crazy. So they must be getting big.
No.
Ah.
Well, you know.
Where was it? MCG?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they'll let anyone do it.
Awesome to be back, guys.
Sorry, yeah, that had nothing to do with it.
Goodbye, Amores.
I usually say something. I usually say something here.
Cool.